Here we go. Foo Fighters falsely claimed Trump used their My Hero song to introduce RFK Jr. without permission. It's a lie. It's a lie. Look at this one. Foo Fighters will donate to Kamala Harris after Trump used their song My Hero. Scummy. It's just so pathetic, dude. It's so pathetic. Come on. Dave Grohl's supposed to be this like hard rocker in the 90s, playing these songs, you know, running around on stage. Be a man. Tell people, shut up. I don't care. They licensed it. What am I? Get out of here. Instead, he's crying, oh no, Trump used my song from a licensing agency. Here's the story. The epic moment when President Donald Trump introduced RF Kennedy Jr. to his supporters in Phoenix was marked by the Foo Fighters' iconic track, My Hero. Some speculate it's about Kurt Cobain, although I think he said it's not. I'm not sure. Kennedy suspended his presidential campaigns on Friday and endorsed Trump. His pyrotechnics shot into the air, and the two men shook hands before the packed house at the Turning Point Action event. The lyrics of the song played. The Foo Fighters announced on X that they'd never authorized the song for use by the Trump campaign. The Trump campaign responded saying that the campaign had indeed licensed the song using BMI's song view service. Oh, look at this. Did they take the post down? Usually when you see something like that, or is that an error on the part of... Oh, okay, yeah. This is just an editorial formatting issue on the part of Post Millennial. But here's the actual tweet. Wu-Tang is for the children said, hey, Foo Fighters, did you let Trump use My Hero to welcome RFK Jr. on stage? And they said no. They then tweeted, let us be clear. So I responded with this. The Independent has seen documents appearing to confirm the campaign had indeed licensed the song from BMI Song View Service. We have a license to play the song, a campaign spokesperson said. They have seen the documents. What is this? I know what they're going to say. Before I even look at the replies, they're going to say, but the Foo Fighters never agreed. They never agreed. All right. I don't know what this clip is. Someone said also, I'm going to play it anyway.
Music should be available to anybody that wants to hear it. I think that there should be no such thing as a price tag on music. Okay, maybe there's a price tag on the package that you buy. Music?
Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. We're not playing this game. They're lying, okay? And now they're saying that they're going to give the proceeds and the royalties to the Harris campaign. They've overtly just chosen a side. How about you just don't take a side at all, Dave? That's such a Weasley thing to do. For their part, Foo Fighters told The Independent Foo Fighters were not asked permission, and if they were not granted it. The band went on to say that the appropriate actions are being taken against the campaign and that Foo Fighters will donate royalties made from the campaigns to the song to Trump's opponent, Kamala Harris. Min and X launched their own backlash against Foo Fighters, a band led by Dave Grohl. The band has also faced backlash for requiring their concert goers all get COVID vaxxed before allowing them to enter venues when the band is playing. Political commentator and musician Tim Pool asked, hey, Foo Fighters, why are you lying? Before saying, just for that, I'm going to cover Everlong. Maybe I'll do it right now. I wonder if I can get in trouble for doing that. Hey, Foo Fighters, why are you lying? Just for that, I'm going to cover Everlong. I was kidding, right? But, you know, maybe I should. The band has also faced backlash for requiring their concert goers to all get COVID vaxxed, as we know. Did they just quote the lyrics of the song? There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary. Maybe I'll just play My Hero. I can play a ton of Foo Fighter songs, by the way. I grew up listening to this music. The words rang out amid cheers as Kennedy and Trump met on stage. The use of the song added energy to an already electric event in which Kennedy and Trump joined forces, and Kennedy urged his supporters in swing states to shift their votes for Trump. The two men are aligned on the issues of government corruption, which both of them have vowed to deal with should they win. Trump also promised to create a commission on presidential assassinations in honor of RFK Jr. That's amazing. Nicole Shanahan said she is the ultimate puppet of an organization that has, I believe, since President Obama, not actually run real people. I like Nicole Shanahan. I was very critical of her because it felt like she only joined the RFK Jr. campaign to put her money in it. And I believe her money comes from, she married, was it Sergey Brin or Google guy, and then divorced him. And then she was putting that money into the RFK Jr. campaign. I like RFK Jr. He's a good dude. He's a good candidate. I long for the days where the race would have been RFK Jr. versus Trump. Would have been amazing. RFK Jr. versus Trump was the presidential race this country deserved and needed. Because RFK Jr.'s got a lot of bad policies. He's had a lot of bad things in the past. But he talks about issues that actually matter to all of us. He says environmental toxins and chronic illnesses are a huge problem for this country, and the government corruption, et cetera, et cetera. Donald Trump would likely agree. Now, here's the fascinating thing. If you look at someone like Luke Rudkowski, who has a shirt that says convicted felon for president. Here's a guy who's libertarian or anarchist or whatever he calls himself, but a very anti-government guy, actually getting behind Trump because I think reasonable people realize like you have to do it. Mises Caucus libertarians are doing it. But Luke Rudkowski is also very conscious of all of these weird chemicals, plastics, phthalates, seed oils, et cetera. He talks about it quite a bit. RFK Jr. is the other side of that coin to Donald Trump. The COVID vax mandates were bad. Environmental toxins are bad. And Trump represents better foreign policy. Look at that debate. It would have been tremendous. Now, we're better off. I really do think we are. RFK Jr. is standing behind Donald Trump, supporting him and offering up his support on these areas of health and environmental issues and chronic illnesses. And I think that's a good thing for us. It's a great thing for us. I think RFK's probably not too good on guns. He called Columbus Day Indigenous Peoples Day and defended it and said that he said, I was losing my credibility for even questioning it. Well, that's an absurdity. I just think it's going to have an answer. But I still do think he ran a good campaign. And I have tremendous respect for Shanahan and RFK calling out the corruption of the Democratic Party and doing what they had to do. Let's be real. RFK reached out to Kamala Harris and asked if there was a position. Could they negotiate? She said she rebuffed him. RFK Jr. is looking for this. I have my interests that I want to succeed at, and I will do what I have to do to get there. And if that means supporting Kamala or Trump, so be it. Kamala said no. Trump said yes. RFK said this is exactly what the problem was. He reached out to them. They said no. Proving our point. Now, RFK's family is coming after him, and they're accusing him of betraying the family. You know what's really weird, too? No offense to RFK Jr., but like everyone in his family talks the same way. Like, I'm not trying to be mean when I do this. They talk the same way like this when they speak. His sister was speaking, I think it was on CNN, denouncing him. And it's not as raspy, but she speaks very similarly. I wonder what causes that. I mean, it's a family thing, I guess. But I digress. They betrayed family. They said that he betrayed them. I'm going to tell you this one more time. For those that didn't watch the full live show, I'll make it clear that if you insult and attack my friends, I will defend my friends to whatever extent they need be defended. Maybe not, but I will. Because I believe loyalty is one of the most important virtues a human being can possess. It's very important. Blind loyalty behind someone who's evil is not a good thing. True loyalty and trust is extremely important, and I respect it. RFK Jr.'s got opinions. That's it. He has opinions. And so for that, his family denounced him. He didn't denounce his own family. He actually defended them. To betray your brother is just so brutal. To betray family. He's betrayed the party. You betrayed family. If they came out and said, listen, he's family. We love him. You know, he's going to have his opinions, and we encourage people to, if the family came out and said, we love and respect Bobby, but we disagree with him here, and we are really worried about a Trump presidency, so we would do the opposite. We would encourage everybody to vote for Kamala. I would say that's respectable. I can respect that. Instead, they said he betrayed us. He has made it. If his father and our dad was around, they'd be so upset, blah, blah. It's like disgusting. It's pathetic and gross. Now, as for the Foo Fighters, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Trump campaign insists they had a right. Let me break this down for y'all. Here's what the argument's going to be. They're going to say, no, there's a big difference between licensed song and Foo Fighters giving permission. No, there isn't. Foo Fighters knows they've offered up their song for license to anyone. And this means that if the Trump campaign licenses the song, they're allowed to use it. That is Foo Fighters giving permission. I also want to tell you a story. I got a story for all yous. You see, they called me a musician here at the Post Millennial. Well, the story goes like this. Is this story publicly known? I think the story is publicly known. I'll keep it light, though, because I don't know what the full details are. But the Daily Wire wrote a song called Together Again because they could not get the rights to play Happy Together one time. Now, why couldn't they have just licensed it the same way that Trump campaign licensed My Hero? Because the band usually knows. I think the issue is, I bet Foo Fighters knew. My opinion, they knew. The Trump campaign reached out and said, we want to use a song to play at a political rally. And they're like, sure, whatever, pay the fee. I'm sure their agent or manager said, yeah. And they're like, whatever. Then the backlash came. And they're like, no, we didn't do it. Foo Fighters should have come out and just said, look, man, music's for everybody. We have our song licensing for third party. We don't manage the day-to-day. It is what it is. Thanks and have a nice day. That's it. That's what I'd say. So I got a handful of songs. I think like handful of them. What do we have? We have like 5 releases. I think 4 of them hit Billboard. Maybe 3 of them did. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it might be 4. Anyway, if the Harris campaign licensed our song through one of the services online or whatever, I don't know if they could. I don't know if we use the same service as everybody else. But like, dude, honestly, if they played one of my songs at their rallies, I'd just be laughing. Like, I don't take it personally, dude. I'd actually be kind of flattered. I'd be like, wow, look at that. Democrats playing my song. Let me tell you something funny about the music we released. So we put out a song in 2020, November 3rd, I think it was, called Will of the People. It's an animated video, which I recommend you watch. Google search Timcast Will of the People song and watch the music video. It's animated. It's our best organically performing video. Had I known how to actually properly release a song, it probably would have hit the Hot 100. No joke. I mean, it was massive. The other song, we put out other songs that were bigger, but this one had an organic push and we did no marketing for it. We're just like, wow, it's doing really well. And then later on, I did some marketing for it. But this song is, it's funny because Hassan Piker ended up doing a review of it like a year or 2 later. And he was like, oh man, this Tim Pool song, oh geez, so bad, or whatever he was saying. And his audience were responding saying, holy crap, I didn't realize this was Tim Pool. I actually like this song. Yeah. See, that's the thing. They liked the song when they didn't know it was from me because we did an ad run for it. And so people got to hear it. And they were like, I thought it was like a song critical of government. It is. And they didn't realize that I had written it. And so once they found out it was me, now they were complaining. That's what they do. The leftists just say, oh, Tim Pool, your music's bad. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We charted on Billboard. That's like 60% of our songs have charted on various, you look at your favorite bands, they never make it there. We put out a song and it just goes. It gets millions of views. Together Again, I think was our biggest. It got like millions. But that was because the Daily Wire was helping promote it because we covered the Daily Wire song. Anyway, long story short, my point with this is Foo Fighters either know they allow campaigns to license their music for rallies, political rallies. It's in the stipulations and everything they agreed to. They know it happens. They know it's possible. I think they probably knew this. I don't see a scenario where their manager or BMI didn't hit up their rep and be like, just so you guys know, the Trump campaign's licensed My Hero. It could be the Trump campaign licensed a catalog. And BMI said, you're good to play all of these songs. And they chose My Hero. And then Foo Fighters was like, we never agreed to that. But they did when they said their music is available for licensing for any and all reasons. Or there's probably limitations, but there you go. So to now act all flabbergasted and surprised and take a political stance on this one is scumbaggery. I'm going to wrap it up there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. On YouTube, on this channel. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, share the show with your friends. You can follow me on X at Timcast. Next up, we got this. This one's too good to pass up. This is a massively viral video. Jon Stewart, for all my criticisms of the man, I got to give him credit for this one, annihilating the Democrats for their hypocrisy. And then maybe I'll go grab my guitar and I'll play Everlong as promised on the live show. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you all at 6 p.m.